All right, what is going on, guys? It is time for another episode of the Chasing Waypoints podcast. And here we go. Rally season in North America. Some big changes. If you guys were on Waypoint Wednesdays on the live stream, are you subscribed? Are you getting that notification when we go live on Wednesday nights? Yeah. I can see you going, maybe I should be subscribed to that. Yes, you should. Anyway, that is plug for Waypoint Wednesdays. We're doing that every Wednesday night for the most part. Got a trip coming up this week. Will not be on the mainland, and so gonna take a break. I know it's been about a week or so since we've done a Waypoint or Chasing Waypoints podcast episode. So let's get right to it. We got a couple of things to discuss. Some big news dropping. All sorts of stuff going down. So let's get right into the show as I slowly and professionally lower the volume on the music. Here we go. All right, so what do we got going on? And that, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are playing the home game, is the fourth or fifth so that I used so far. That is just the introduction side of things. All right, let's get to this. First and foremost, Sonora Rally. If you guys heard or were tuned in on Waypoint Wednesdays, you would have heard the news, but Sonora Rally has finally opened up their registration for the rally, and they are going to be moving that rally all the way to October. So just a week after the Baja Rally, you're going to have the Sonora Rally right through that. And looks like October 17th through the 22nd. So that is just a few days or a week after the 6-day Baja Rally. So a little bit close together there. Yeah, making it a little bit of tight. But, I want to know who are the Ironmen? Who are the guys that are going to be like, sign me up for both. As we want to do both. So Caborcas to San Luis, Rio Colorado, Sonora, Mexico. So looks like we're going south-north on this one. So looking forward to it. I already got the time off at work. They graciously allowed me to basically be gone a week, come back a week, and then be gone another week, which is awesome. Super stoked for that. We do have other dates coming up because Baja Rally does have a few other things going on for it. So definitely looking forward to that and doing some more stuff. Cota Rally also coming up as well. It's going to be the Baja Rally, the May event first. If I'm not mistaken, that is the San Quintin Rally. Then they're going to be doing, then it'll be the it'll be the Cota Rally, followed by the 6-day Baja Rally, and then we're going back to Mexico for the Sonora Rally. So then finishing up the North American Rally stuff is going to be the Catavina Rally in December. So that will definitely round out the calendar. And yeah, well, you look at that. We got a few events in Northern America. Aside from the stuff that's already there, I've already started on, and I want to give a huge shout out to Kent Choma for getting me and in my hands, getting me a copy of the Nevada Rally, the American Adventure. I've read the first few pages of it and already learned a lot. If you guys have not heard of it, this was the actual first rally north stateside, that this little no-name guy. I mean, nobody really knows of him. His last name is Acerbes, Acerbes. Yeah, it's officially pronounced Acerbes, ladies and gentlemen. Franco Acerbes was the spearhead on this one and leading the group and making this happen with the help and knowledge of the late and great Casey Folks. So I've already read the first few pages of it. I'm intrigued, and I'm looking forward to finishing this book. This will probably be on the airplane with me, doing some traveling as I slam my head down it, and now you guys can hear it on the microphone. But that is going to be the reading for this upcoming trip. Short enough, a few pages here. Let's see what this is. I'm looking forward to it. It's got some cool pictures in it. It's only 115 pages long, so I should be able to get that done on the flight. So we will see about that. But yeah, I'll be taking that with me. Super excited. I want to learn more about that stuff. The Nevada Rally went on for 3 years, and then that was it. So I'm looking forward to finding out kind of what happened there. I think ultimately it turned into the Vegas to Reno race. So Kent shining some light on that, and I'm absolutely stoked to find out more about it. So we'll be reading that. Let's see here. And then what else did we see here? Let me go back in the news because we got all sorts of stuff. I'm still kind of scatterbrained. So this weekend, I finally got to turn some more wrenches on Project 501. That is what I've called the 500 or the 501 rally, the 2016 FE 501 that I picked up, and that I'm converting with the help of MotoMinded, Achirby's, W, and of course, a few other companies that we've been working with on getting this bike ready to go do some road books. So definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, got moving on it. Hit a few snags. I don't like. I'm OCD like that. I like to have everything kind of laid out, all the parts, just this big pile of parts ready to go, and everything thought out, done. And well, no matter how much you prepare, sometimes it just doesn't happen. So I've got everything laid out. I've got a couple of missing pieces that are coming for it, but I'm super stoked and excited. Waypoint Wednesdays, I think we're going to be talking about this coming up. I feel like maybe we should talk bike setup as far as, the tubes versus mooses, the mooses versus stuffing a moose versus oversized ordering a moose versus Michelin versus Nitro Moose, and find out a little bit more about that kind of stuff. So I'm stoked. I'm going to reach out to a couple people, see if maybe we can't get them to chime in, or at least give me some audios or something to play for you guys, and some cool data that I can get in your guys' hands. But catch that on Wednesday, 7:15 p.m. This will be Waypoint Wednesday number 4. So if you guys haven't already checked that out, definitely want to get on that. Again, you can find that on the YouTube channel. So anyway, so let's go back to what I was trying to find here, because I saw something come across the desk, and this is something that while I was at Baja Rally, it was part of the organization. Obviously it was Scotty Broman that started this event and really spearheaded it and got the whole ball rolling on this event, which is a huge undertaking. By no means is it something that should be lighthearted or taken lightly. It takes a lot of it takes some smart moves, and then it takes a little bit of that effort sprinkled on top, and you just go for it and get it done. So and that's what happened. And so now on its 10th edition this year, there was an interesting post that I came across yesterday. It was actually this is being recorded on Monday, but this is an interesting post I came across on Sunday about midday. It said, once upon a time, Scotty hatched a plan and oversaw every facet of the organization, or Orga. But Baja Rally has evolved over 9 years and is now led by General Director Mauricio Parra of Lost in Baja, and a crew of contractors, advisors, and volunteer staff. And so they go on to share an interview with Scotty Broman and some of the inner workings of Baja Rally. So read it. It was a really good article. This was actually written almost about a year ago. But it's very true. So there's been a lot of changes. Even when I was there in the organization, there was a lot of changes that happened from when I first got there to when I left the organization. And that was a big transition where Mauricio from Baja Rally, or from the group, kind of spearheading it and kind of taking the reins and running the show. So the division of everybody had their department and their stuff. At that time I was the race director for it, and we implemented a lot of stuff. So it was really cool to see the rally grow, and stoked to see, hey, 10 years in, and many more to come. So I'm looking forward to finding out more about what's happening there. There's still some news to be shared, more rally stuff going on with it, but hopefully we can get some news and get some stuff going here shortly on that one. So definitely, if you got the time, jump over to the Facebook page and you can get onto that article. It's posted on the Baja Rally Facebook timeline. So definitely check that out. So we've got Sonora Rally. We've got all this stuff going on. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, yes. So big bike stuff. Definitely starting to see a few more posts. Like I saw I believe it was the Baja Nora. And then that one, oh, that's a big one. Speaking of Nora, so Nora 1000 coming up in the not too distant future, April 29th through May 6th. Something interesting though is talk about a stacked September, October, that third quarter starting off with a bang. Now you've got the NORA 500 also in there too, September 29th through October 2nd. But 81 days from now is going to be the 2022 Yokohama NORA Mexican 1000. So what's, hey, this is the happiest race on earth as it's been dubbed. And this is actually really cool. So they have changed it up, and now the motorcycles is going to be a road book class. So you have to be running road books in the motorcycle class, which is totally awesome. I mean, I think this is just more implementation of rally books and road books and stuff like that. So if you've been waiting to pull the trigger on getting a kit and getting your stuff going and making this happen, guys, it's coming. And there's more and more events that are coming to the table where you're going to be able to run these races and do this kind of stuff. So the NORA is definitely another one of the races that we're going to be adding to the rally calendar where you could participate in a road book type event. Now, something really, really cool that I did read was that Rally Moto Shop, so Matthew and the team over at Rally Moto Shop are working together with NORA on basically as like a package deal. So Rally Moto Shop will help get you equipped for the Mexican 1000. And from what I understand is there's some kind of like partnership there. So you can actually purchase your gear at a discounted price if you're a registered participant for the NORA 1000. So definitely want to check that kit out. Get onto the website and look at this. Now's your chance. This is it, guys. This is where it's headed. So you've got now more events to take, to take a look at and be able to participate in. And so if you've been thinking about it, this is shaping up to be really good. It's a little bit stacked for my liking as far as the calendar goes, over towards the end of the year. But I think that it will for sure be a lot of fun, and it'll give people a lot of choices on running different events. So, you pick your organization, pick your style, pick your area of riding and that kind of stuff, and just go for it. So don't be afraid to reach out to Matthew Glade. He's a great resource at Rally Moto Shop. He'll be able to get you squared away with the right gear for your bike and get you set up for this event. He's got a really cool setup that we were talking the other day, and he's got this really cool setup where it's basically self-sustained rally kit. So it's the whole setup, and then you can add a battery to the back of this thing that he sells, and that's it. All you do is run your wiring to the handlebars for the switch, and that's it. You don't need power from the bike. You just need to charge this battery every couple of days. He's got all the specs on that stuff. You got to get over to his website and check that out. But that's like the perfect solution. So if you've got like a 2-stroke or you've already clapped out all your power and everything, and you don't want to, rewire your whole bike just to get a couple extra power wires up there, it's like the perfect setup for that. So definitely want to jump on that if you can, and get that setup going. I think it's only like $100 or a little over $100 more, which is awesome. I mean, to have those batteries, have that kind of setup and not have to worry about it, to do it. So let's see, what else do we got? NORA coming up, NORA 1000 coming up. We talked about the Rally Motor Shop thing. We know Baja Rally, calendar coming up, getting things going. Let's see, what else do we have? Patrick Reyes is going to that. It looks like Poncho Alonso, the DS Pro Adventure and Racing Logistics team, is also signed up with Baja Rally to provide support for that event as well, and also has some bikes for rent or available as well. So that will be awesome. Get people into there, and then so we got the full race schedule. Something interesting. I've been seeing a lot of pictures of Lawrence hacking on that Africa Twin. On some social media posts and on some website stuff. I wonder if that's got something to do with some. Maybe some big bike stuff coming? That would be nice. Speaking of big bike stuff, I got to check in with Raid and see where the stuff from Raid Garage is. I got a 790 itching with some new tanks, and And then of all things, okay, so I worked at a motorcycle shop, right? And that was like my, that was my intro into big bike things. And before I was like, no, dirt bikes and quads and da-da-da-da. Yes, I did say quads. No, you can't disown me. I ride dirt bikes, but you know what? A rally class in quads would be pretty badass. Just saying. I know it's a dirt bike thing and I know it's a big two-wheel thing, but growing the sport does also mean you have to look at other avenues. And there's a lot of guys that ride quads and that, may take a shot at this. And well, who knows? Maybe end up with the, the right deal on a quad and throw some road book stuff on it. And hey, look, there's another bike that somebody could rent and go do some road book stuff, or even just train road books. It's not even about racing it. It's just go out and get lost. And have some fun. But anyway, okay, yeah. So a lot of big bike stuff that I've been kind of seeing being posted from the Baja Rally team. So I'm curious to see what news might be coming out on that. And then from there, So anyway, so back to where I was going to totally lost my train of thought. So going back to this past weekend, right? The cold start happened this past weekend. I saw a lot of great pictures. Justin and Kira of West by 1000, Donnie Reddington of School of Moto. I even saw Jocelyn Snow down there. She was in the pictures. So had this whole event, and it was basically like a training and eating at the same time, which is awesome. Food coma might be a little rough, but basically it was like a coaching event, and they rode and picked some trails and some roads and stuff that they were able to do, and basically helped riders work on the basics. And so even if it was just from the very, very beginning, but at least to help work on the basics, and then from there move forward onto some food and checking out some different places in Baja. So I saw some of the pictures that came out of this, pretty badass. So anyway, my plan was to try and ride down there on Sunday really early and meet up with them and just kind of check it out and hang out, maybe grab a bite with them. And then, so I did it. So I hadn't ridden the 790 in a while. I'd been off the bike for a couple of months since early November, and I should know better. Battery tenders go on bikes, and you're going to let them sit for a while. You got to crank them up at least once a month. You got to do all of this stuff. So anyway, long story short, I back the bike out, get it all cleaned up, and then I go hit the starter button and I get the click of death. And basically nothing happens. And I clicked it a couple times and hoping for better, put it in gear, rocked it back and forth. Maybe it's a bad spot on the altar, whatever. I just figured, well, let me try this. And well, that didn't work. So put it on the battery tender. I said, well, I'll leave it a couple of hours. No dice. I said, well, you know what? I'll get the rest of the bike ready. I'll leave it in the battery tender overnight and we will be good to go. Well, in the morning, I was met with the surprise that the battery still was not ready to go. And interesting enough, the battery tender light was green, meaning that it was at the voltage that is predetermined in the battery tender as being, hey, you're good to go on this battery. But what did happen is as soon as I hit the button, I literally watched the voltage drop, from like 12.2, 11.8, 11.6, 11.4, 11, and then 10.8. And it was just like, nope, this thing is definitely not going to start. So I'm thinking that, yeah, I probably lost the battery, lost a cell in there, or, maybe sulfated or whatever they call it. So I'm going to leave it on the battery tender a few more days, hope for the best. But at this point, I no longer trust that battery. So it's going to be time to get a battery. And now then becomes the forever, like lithium versus lead acid versus absorbed glass mat versus gel, and all of these different things that are going on. So I'm doing my research on that. I'll talk a little bit about it probably on Waypoint Wednesdays. I like the technical stuff on there. So we'll talk a little bit more about that on there. So but chime in. What is your guys's, what do you guys think battery wise? Would you go lithium? Would you go with a AGM battery? Do you have a particular brand that you go with? What's the stuff that you would like to see in there? So chime in, jump on the website, send the messages through the Instagram page, Chasing Waypoints _official. You could do that as well. And then let's talk about this. I want to know, what are you guys using for batteries? All right, so let's see, what else do we got? Wrapping it up here. There's Lawrence hacking again. Let's see. And it looks like Patrick Reyes working his way to go to Dakar, and then it looks like he's also going to be at Baja Rally, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll be cool. And then of course, Mason Klein, I see he was doing some road books today, doing his homework. So definitely excited to see what's going on there. Let's see, what other news here? Mexico did remove all COVID-19 entry requirements, including the health form. So that will be interesting to see, get some more people down to the events and making the crossing a little bit easier. It's interesting. I crossed a handful of times and still have yet to be asked for any kind of like proof of vaccination or anything like that. And, everybody down there, whatever your opinion is, whatever side of the table you sit on as far as vaccines go and masks and all of that stuff, everybody has been really respectful down there, and working to keep everything clean and keeping the house in order, so to speak. So I think it's really cool. And as a visitor to the country, hey, obey the rules. It is what it is. You know what? It's what they want to do, and it's how they feel safe, and they keep it safe and open for everybody else. So, whatever, and like I said, doesn't matter what side of the table you sit on that subject. I just think that if we all just treat each other accordingly and, wash your hands and, do all the basic stuff, we should be all right. So we'll see about that. But anyway, let's see. I think that is pretty much it. I'm scrolling through there. But yeah, I'm excited. So Sonora Rally, I think the second half of this year is going to be very exciting as far as events go. Which is going to be awesome. So a lot of stuff to check out, a lot of stuff to do. Still waiting to hear more on the KTM Adventure Rally, see if that's going to be happening this year, what the dates are. And speaking of which, since I'm recording this and talking about that, let's see if they've announced it. KTM Adventure Rally 2022. Have the dates been announced? Jumping around here, KTM.com. Yes, I will accept the cookies. Okay. Here we go. One adventure, 6 places. Come in for 6 rallies, 6 in Europe, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Canada, and USA. But the 2022 rallies. So New Zealand 2022 is the first one there. And yeah, I don't see anything here about the KTM Adventure Rally that's going to be stateside. So time to find some stuff out. Who's got the line on it? Who knows about this? Who knows the dates? What is it? I got to get it on the calendar because, I do work for a living, 9 to 5. So we need to raise the funding to get over to these events and hang out and have fun and brought to you directly from the field. So we got to do that. So let's see here. All right. Anyway, all right. I think that's enough for tonight. Quick show, 24 minutes-ish. Let's see. I don't think we've got anything else going down right at the moment other than Project 501, which I'm excited to get going. I got to get cranking on that one because right behind it is going to be some stuff from Raid Garage for the KTM 790, which is interesting enough. I had a conversation with David Pearson of the American Rally Originals. We were talking about it. So he has a 790 as well. And talking about the abilities of the 790, or he has the 890. I have the 790, the abilities of the 890. And he sends me a message about that kit. And I go, too late. I already got it coming. He's all, damn. So I don't know. I think he's, I got to check in with him, but I got a feeling he's probably already on that list with them. So hopefully there'll be a couple more bikes with that raid kit here stateside and get more people to check that stuff out and do that as well. So for the 790, definitely keeps them looking sharp. And then I'm looking forward to it. I'm finally dealing with radiators for the Project 501. I think I got the right radiators coming now this time. They sold me the radiators for the newer stuff. And so now I got to try and find a set, or I have a set coming of what I think is the correct radiator, the whole eBay thing and pictures and all that stuff. And yes, I went with eBay. We don't have a huge budget for this bike build. So, we got to do what we can. So stress test on the non-OEM parts. We'll see how that turns out. Hopefully I don't get to figure that out in the middle of Baja. But, we'll see. But yeah, and doing that, I got to mount the Moto-Minded kit to the front of that Project 501. And it's definitely, using that Bulletproof Designs, Bulletproof Designs mounts off of the radiator guards for that go to the Moto-Minded kit. So I definitely want to try and get everything nice and clean and set up perfectly. The hoses, everything. Like I just really want to take my time, remove the rear swing arm, check the bearings, did all of that stuff this weekend, and just it's coming along nicely. But did hit a stall there when I couldn't mount that front part because of the radiators being a little bit tweaked. But hey, you know what? Used bikes, that's the deal. If they get ridden, the radiators are going to take a beating if they get laid down. So I was able to at least hopefully score the right ones this time around. So we'll see how it turns out. Stay tuned. I will start posting some stuff about it. I know I haven't posted a lot about it on the Chasing Waypoints Instagram, but definitely got to post some videos and some stuff of what's happening on that one. Anyway, that is enough rambling for tonight, and I hope you guys check this episode out. I really appreciate everybody that has supported this. I just got a notification, or I got that 1 year reminder when I hit 1,000 listens. We hit 1,000 listens officially in February. I believe it was the 5th or 6th when I posted it. We had officially the year previous, had hit 1,000 listens, 1,000 plays on that. And at the time that I posted it, exactly a year later, we're at almost 14,000 listens, which is absolutely crazy. It's insane how much it's grown. And how the podcast is doing. And I appreciate, I have you guys to thank for that and listening to me ramble on for hours at a time sometimes. But I appreciate it. And to keep it going, I definitely want to hear if you've got ideas, you got people that maybe I should be reaching out to, or somebody that should be reaching out to me to get on the show and talk some rally raid, talk some adventure bike stuff, or whatever, some tech talk stuff, whatever, let's do it. I definitely want to talk to more people in here. I've met so many great people already and absolutely excited to keep this going. So yeah. Anyway, that is enough for tonight's show. I hope everybody has an excellent weekend. We will see you guys. If it's not this coming Monday, probably not. I'll probably record something as soon as I get back stateside or back mainland side after this coming week. And so we can recap and see what we learned. All right. With that being said, see you guys. All right, that is a wrap for the Chasing Waypoints podcast this week. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you heard. We are available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and a bunch of others. Also, follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook under Chasing Waypoints, Instagram, Chasing Waypoints _official, and of course, the YouTube under Chasing Waypoints. Hope everybody has a good week. We will see you guys for the next episode. Remember, shiny side up, and don't forget to tag us. We want to see where you guys are riding and what you guys are up to. Have a great week.